So I decided to cover transgender youth athletes, and this will be a retrospective of when I covered this earlier in the semester. So basically, what I had to do was just look into the topic, including including how like there's opposition towards the athletes themselves, and how the athletes and the families and their communities are fighting for their inclusion, as well as creating a scenario where I had to defend a transgender athlete, which would be mentioned later on in the presentation. Now, of course, said challenges include the ones in South Dakota, Idaho, and Arkansas, where they were trying to limit or ban trans athletes, or just gender affirming treatment for transgender minors. Of course, there was I've also read about the different personal stories these from said athletes and their families, and I've embedded a YouTube video, a link I've embedded. And with the skit, I took the role of the school principal. That's what I chose, and I had to defend the ordinance that the city had put in place that allowed this transgender soccer athlete to, I think, to compete at a school board meeting. Which, of course, I fought, I fought I fought for the athlete and for this ordinance in the paper. Of course, with the rest of the class, I just this was not exactly an easy class for me in more ways than one. I with the schedule and just trying to comprehend these topics, it was definitely not easy, but I was trying to find a way to make it work. And back to transgender athlete, it's I just found some things I learned from it, and honestly, these are just kids that just want to participate in sports, and they should be included.